Good morning or good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chant and I own a landscaping company here in Jackson, Minnesota, and a screen printing embroidery business as well, right there. Guys, we're gonna load up our 5-gallon pail to mix our edgecrete for the edgers. Yeah, our plan is to get like the edger that we installed yesterday all edgecrete on. What it is just instead of using that plastic edging, you know, on the, if you guys ever installed pavers or never installed pavers, to hold pavers in, normally people would put that plastic edging and nail them down, but we use like a concrete cement type of mixture now to apply on the side, and it's got like fibers and stuff on it, and it's supposed to flex a little bit when it freezes and thaws, you know, in the Midwest, so it doesn't isn't supposed to break or crack or anything like that. So it's just to hold the edging back and the pavers back, the new way, I guess. I mean, it's been around for I don't know how many years, but I used to use the plastic edging and nail them down, and I no longer do that. So this way is easier and quicker. I think it's maybe a little bit more than just plastic edging, but it saves on time, and it's efficient. The plastic ones, they pop up over time just because of where we live here in Minnesota, the cold weather and the freeze thaw situation. It just it pushes them up, and then you got plastics sticking up. But these cement, these edgecrete, it doesn't do that. What we're doing this morning is just getting tools and stuff into the trucks, and I'm gonna take my black truck to the job site today, so I'm gonna see what I need from the blue truck. Better grab my key for the blue truck. And you guys, last night I got to thinking, you know, since I got my black truck back and I'm driving this, I could use this for landscaping. And I think, I don't know, I've been playing around with the idea of hiring somebody and letting them run this blue truck for hot shot. And plus, you know, I'm paying insurance on myself and this blue truck in the trailer while I'm landscaping. And since I'm doing that, I might as well hire somebody, right? Morning. Tiny.
Yeah.
Stoles?
Yeah.
Stoles week? Who did that?
Oh, I don't know. Probably the ladies.
Look at that.
What?
It's all crooked.
It's how it's taken, the picture.
Huh?
It's probably just how the picture's taken.
Catherine's in this church?
Looks like it. I don't know what church it is.
Oh, you guys. Boys will be rolling in here soon, and we'll get rolling. Rolling. We got 2 trees we got to take out. So we're going to excavate out the 2 trees. Hopefully we can pull out that big, I think, 4-inch, 5-inch tree. There's another small one right next to it. We should be able to pull out. So that's what we'll be doing there at the job site today too. And yeah. Okay. Should be good to go.
Got the hose, got the drill,
Yep.
bucket.
We should be good. All right. let's head out. All right, so we're heading out now, you guys, and just got an email from our designer. She's going to be the design for the project that we were getting quote on and stuff like that, what, 2 weeks ago. She's almost done with it, so maybe have it tonight, hopefully. And then I'm going to be presenting that to our client, and hopefully we book this project if they like it, you know, get this project added to our books. Today I got to go look at another project, and then tomorrow I got to go look at another project. The one for tomorrow is we're already doing work for the client. We're doing a side job, and I don't know if the side job's gonna turn into like landscape design and some landscaping, because at first they just wanted sod done, but since I offered that we do 3D landscape design, because they didn't have anything in their backyard and they live by a lake, so we're gonna offer that 3D design to them and see what we can come up with, and yeah, maybe they'll do landscaping, you know. Hopefully it turns into something more than just a side job. But a lot of people are finding out that we're doing, like, offering 3D landscape design, that they're willing to pay for the design, and you know, have an idea of what they're getting, because it's easier to show them what we're doing and what we're gonna do and what they're gonna get for whatever price it is. That you know, so it's just nice for the client to see what they're getting before we do the work, and it helps sells the project. So yeah, that's what's happening, you guys. We got a lot of work. I mean, we have a lot to do. We have let me see, we're probably 2 months booked in, or a month. Right now we're a month and a half booked, but we're trying to fill our schedule, or I think we're like 2 months booked in so far. So
Nobody's.
all right, guys, we are here at the job site. Oh, I think we're gonna get the tree out of the remove the tree first, you guys. I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, take all that down there, put it by the wall.
Give myself a heart attack, so I forgot to keep me.
Yeah. Bryce, meet me down here. The 2 trees. I'll take the excavator. Just meet me down there. Oh, all right, guys. Let's get today started. Take those 2 trees down first. So, come on. Bobcat takes a little bit to get going here. There we go. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna excavate out the trees. We're not gonna save them or anything. All right, we should be good there. Okay, so always start with like an inch or so of water, and then get this here. Cut it. Get it pretty, I guess, tucker. You don't have to get it thick enough that there's no rocks on top, you know. See when I'm pressing it in? See those rocks? It keeps sticking. So I have to put more, a little bit more there. Yeah, have them put some more first. Have them run it. Yeah, big scoops. And put it right against here. Right there, right there. Yeah. Yeah, put it right against the face there. This. So he can have some angle in there. Lift this up all the time. You don't want to keep lifting that up. Alright, let's see if I get an edge cleat in. Good. Alright, we're going to get gravel. 3/4 inch crush with fines in here. And it's going to look real nice. Yeah. Here, take that. I think that other one is bigger than that one.
Yeah.
Right?
That would've worked good.
Wider?
A little bit wide, but that would have worked nice earlier. Something.
Yeah, because I mean that one's just too wide.
Yeah, bro, you're good.
No, one more. We need one here.
That's the one over there?
Yeah.
Alright. Hey, why don't you always help you? What's the head?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, looks on enough.
Just take your feet easy. After you get done. Alright guys, we are back at the property. We brought the auger here. We're gonna drill those post holes for that metal artwork thing we got put in. Yeah, if you want to open that up. Oh jeez. Yeah, that's not good. Get it? That one came out on my side. Okay. Yeah. I'll go grab the. Yeah, take that down. Down there.
I'll just need for anything else.
Okay. Oh, it is still wet, guys. I wonder if they came back from their vacation. I think they did. So, but as you guys can see, it's still a muddy mess here. Well, guys, today Tucker's no longer working with us. It just wasn't working out with him, you know. So so he is done, and it's just me and Bryce now. So Bryce is doing good. I mean, Bryce is a hard worker. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that, you guys. It just wasn't working out for Tucker, so we just had to part ways, be done. So now it's just gonna be me and Bryce. So now, until we find somebody else, if we do, if it works out, just me and Bryce, that's all right, you know. Step by. So yeah, we are gonna get fuel into the excavator here. I brought my key to the gas cap, because this one has a lock on the gas cap. I'm gonna end up leaving the key just in here, because it's kind of annoying when we need to fill up. I don't have that key. Our main goal today is get that post hole dug, get that ornament thing out, and get that set in there, you guys, for the weekend. And it's still muddy, just muddy as heck. It's on the other side. Turn around there. So I did go look at that, or I went to present the project, you guys, to a client, and yesterday, and so hopefully we hear something back from them soon, and get that project booked. I know should have had like a gauge. Probably could put one on. Yeah.
Well, we might want to take this off one. This whole thing moves.
That moves?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
turned all the way that way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's almost full. Is this gonna click by itself?
It did with the skids all the way. I don't know
Yeah.
if it will with this one.
It should if it did with the skid. You can be alright without Tucker? Huh?
You should fly it.
I don't know, that neighbor keeps looking at our landscaping. Maybe she wants some landscaping work done. She keeps driving by, just peeking at it. Bryce is getting the auger attachment on. Man, it ain't good to work in the mud, but gotta get something done. Let me get in there. See. I don't know why it's not fully seating in that thing. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh man. I'm having issues with this quick attach deal here. It's not pushing all the way. What the heck? Bobcat, I don't know about this. I remember having issues with my other Bobcat with that too. Oh, it's down. It's in. Wow, the grooves are in. I think we're good. Yeah, it's down in there. I think we're good. We're gonna go down. It's in there, but I don't know why that arm isn't going all in. Alright guys, so we got it all staked down. Now we're gonna take off we're gonna check the level again, and we're gonna take that off. So 2x4 should hold it. Well, it's on one side. Sweep that, clean that up for them.
There's a spam call day.
You getting spam?
Like a whole bunch of them.
I know, same here. It doesn't stop.
Yeah, some doctors call me. Keep on talking. Like that. Not them.
That looks good. Looks good, just a little muddy. So back at the shop.
The assailant would also strike Bonnie in the head and sides, including a blow aimed at Leaf that would break Leaf's wrist and fracture Bonnie's thumb. Along with cataloging defensive scrapes and bruises, the medical examiner, who would later conduct the autopsy on Leaf's body, reported a total of 7 stab wounds in Leaf's upper back and shoulder.
Amy out delivering?
And 1 stab wound to the left side of his chest that had completely punctured his heart. Throughout the attack,
Only 38 today?
Of a single dark figure at the foot of the bed, striking her and her husband again and again. And with each blow and each downward plunge of the hunting knife, another spray of blood spattered across the walls, the bed, the floor, and the ceiling.
Did you do some security?
The attack, Bonnie lost consciousness.
No, not yet.
And the last image she had of the attacker was when she woke up on the floor next to the bed, sticky with blood, and were hanging limp off the side of the bed. It was at that point that Bonnie, who was now sure that her daughter Angela must also be in danger, dragged herself to the phone and called 911.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
the
killer had already left the house. Just before exiting through the back door, they had rifled through the handbag that had been left out on the kitchen counter, and then they knocked out a pane in the back door window, so it would look like the door had been forced open and the house had been robbed. But even then, as he failed to grab the green knapsack he dropped on the back porch, the killer's thoughts were already far away. All summer long,
did you clean it?
Yeah.
Looks better.
Yeah, I know, I cleaned it.
Until now, all the points
All the ones look nasty.
Yeah, I
have
know.
been based on carrying out imaginary adventures, just role-playing different scenarios they created in their mind. But tonight, this adventure...
I wish we had the husky head puffed. Like, you know, so how like we did the what logo is that? Rubber ducks. You know how they have that rubber duck logo? Like how like they have the white underlay and then they have
Do you want
so then
the
it
blue?
pops more.
Which color overlay?
Well, it doesn't matter because you can change it. But I'm saying like just to have like the underlay and then the logo goes on top of it, puffed. That always looks nice.
Yeah, do that. Can you send it in and tell them what you want?
Yeah, I'll have Amy send it in.
Okay.
Never figure it out.
In following that new lead, testifying against James Upchurch III, aka Boo, Chris Pritchard, who admitted it was his idea to kill his parents and possibly his sister, also agreed to plead guilty to aiding and abetting murder. Chris would eventually tell his shocked and heartbroken mother that he had been so strung out on drugs and so lost in the fantasy world of Dungeons and Dragons that when he planned the murder and the murder of the one man she had ever truly loved, Chris, who had dropped 19 tabs of LSD,
Got enough laminate?
LSD
I don't know.
felt it would be better to kill his parents and face their disappointment when they learned just how badly he was doing in school and in life. On January 24th, 1990, 1.5 years after Lee's murder, 22-year-old
Again,
James
daily hustle.
What are you doing back there?
in the
Huh?
gas chamber.
It's you.
2 years later, in 1982, the Supreme Court vacated that death sentence and instead imposed a term of life in prison. 22 22-year-old Neil Henderson was sentenced to 40 years in prison, but was released on parole just 10 years later, December of 2000.
They're pro at
As
this.
of 2021, he was
Barely.
living in North Carolina and managing a
Come on, Bob.
Chris Pritchard was sentenced to life in prison plus 20 years. After going through drug and alcohol rehab, he became a this podcast episode. The first is Cruel Doubt by Joe McGinnis.
You guys are really
and the
deep
second
into
is
this.
called Blood Games,
You know
a
what?
true account of Campbell's
This story.
murder by
Mr.
Jeremy
Ballin? Yeah.
Both
pretty-
books
it makes
were
our days go
published in
fast.
1981, and in the following year,
It makes you guys
each
make
was the basis
mistakes?
for
No.
either a
Huh?
TV movie or
We don't
miniseries.
even make
If
mistakes.
you're
guys
interested
don't make
in learning
mistakes?
more about the Von Steen case, please check out our sources for links to official documents, as well as newspaper, magazine, and internet articles.
I'll get these cut so then.
Growing up, Holly and Bacon always suspected that there was just
Go far. I wonder if he's even got anything in here. Flower market. Let's see what he's got, huh? You ever been to a greenhouse?
Not for a long time.
Let's see what we can find. Alright guys, we are at our local flower market here in Jackson, Minnesota. Let's see what we can find. I'll go in here. Look at the perennials. What they got. Oh man. You know your flowers, plants?
Kind of.
Oh man. We need some low growing for that area so it doesn't yeah, so people don't and don't block the view, you know. Gallon. Is this 1 gallon? This has to be 1 gallon. Yeah, that's 1 gallon. Yeah, black orange, that's orange, 15 bucks. Where's the black-eyed Susans? That's not it. Are these black-eyed Susans? No, coneflowers. Where's the black-eyed Susan? Coneflowers, coneflowers.
What you up to there, young man?
Oh, need some black-eyed Susans.
Yeah, they're small,
Yeah,
but they're coming on strong. You need them real big?
I'll fill in.
Instead of more, you're not over the road right now?
No, I'm doing
Taking a break?
landscaping. Yeah, take a break. Winter, we'll be back at it.
Oh no, but that's being
You
smart.
know, be at home.
Yeah, that's being smart.
So, and the phone, you know, as long as the phone keeps ringing.
As long as you keep paying the bills, you're
Yeah.
good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
How's things going?
You know, spring's just getting started, so hopefully
Yeah.
it'll keep going. You know,
Yeah.
we'll find out in here about another.
You doing a few landscaping too? No?
I got one job I got to do next.
Yeah.
Walmart, so why not get my own box, you know?
Well, we won't let you check your own
Okay.
stuff out. I don't
Oh
like
man, just come for a walk here. Get some warmth. It is nice in here and colorful. You ever been in there?
What?
Have you ever been in here?
No.
No?
I've seen it multiple times and then I actually stopped here.
Yeah, it is nice. Wow. And mints. I'd like to own this. Working here, it's warm every day.
Every day I show you.
Yeah. Holy. Yeah. Got some vincas there. Got some begonias. Wow. Oh, that's all sold for, I bet. Roped off. Look at this, you guys. Holy cow. Yeah, I think we're gonna get that when it's bigger. It's too small. Alright guys, we are at the flower market here in Jackson, Minnesota. You guys can see, look at the colors in here. Holy cow. Look at this. You guys need some flowers this spring? Some annuals, perennials? Stop down at the flower market here in Jackson, Minnesota. Look at that. It doesn't end. Give you guys a little tour here. Dave has been working hard here. Holy cow.
Yep, no, I got, well, lavender does not come back.
Got some vegetables, some peppers. You know where to get your flowers now. Look at this, guys. Jeez, doesn't end. Got some grass. And then he's got his perennials out here on this side. So yeah.